Hello, hello. This is Paula from Paula's Wonderful Life. How's everybody doing? I got a small thrift haul to show you, and then I'm going to take you outside to show you what I've been doing. Nothing is complete outside yet, but I'm getting a good head start. But it's still a little chilly here at night where I live, so I'm kind of waiting on planting my annuals or my baskets, flower baskets and pots. But other than that, I've got some things in the ground and I've got some seeds sown. But I stopped at my local thrift store today and I went to a couple garage sales. Didn't produce a lot, but I thought I'd show you what I got. And of course, the Fritz and Ivy show is going on. Ivy got spayed last week. And she's doing pretty good, considering it's like it never even happened. But I won't have to put up with her in heat every 2 weeks. Fritz, no. Fritz, no. That's enough. Never a dull moment. All right. Well, the first thing I found is this, and I'm a sucker for pretty glassware. And this here was only $1.99. And I think it's just pretty to set out on a table. You could put some nuts or something in there, or it's just a little catch-all. And then I got two of these. And if you look close, what drew me to them, they were blue and white. But one's a starfish and one's a fish. So they'd be really cute in the bathroom. But they came with this little wooden stand. And I just think they're sweet. They were $1.99 each. And I just think they're really cute. Sitting in a hutch or on the counter or on a coffee table. Really cute. And then I got this cute little basket. It's got wooden handles. And it does have a plastic insert. So I'm going to plant a plant in there, actually. And then I found two of these. I guess somebody dropped off a bunch of them from a wedding. They are not vintage. But I seen this DIY for something for your garden, something for outside. You take a wooden dowel and you slip this end over the top of the dowel. Okay, like so. And the dowel is in the ground. And then you use your E6000 glue and you glue a saucer and a teacup on top. And you fill it full of birdseed. And I think that would be sweet. You know how when you go to your local floral shop, or maybe you get some flowers delivered on your birthday, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, etc., and they come with this generic little glass vase. Well, they accumulate, and this is a good way to use them because the opening is wide enough to fit down over the top of a wooden dowel, probably, well, I don't know, a good ½ inch. And yeah, cute. So I will be doing one of those here on this channel. And then I found this really sturdy basket. It's woven. It's not real wicker, but you can tell there's a metal frame underneath it. So I thought that would be sweet to use outside on my porch, or I might put it here in the middle of my dining room table with a little summerscape on it. So I got that, and that right there was only $3.99. But it's a really big basket. As you know, I acquired Ivy from my middle son, and I had her spayed. And I plan on keeping her until he comes back. He has to get settled, get an apartment. He went to Florida. It's been almost 2 months. He's found a job down there. He wants to get settled. And he says he's going to come back for her. I kind of hope he don't, but if he does, he does. I'm going to get all the vaccinations and get everything done for him. But the dog comes outside with me a lot when I go out on the deck or on the front porch. And I went to this garage sale and there's like these little kitty tie-outs. I got one for the deck and I got one for the porch. And of course, I'm not going to leave her out there by herself. But when I'm sitting out there having my coffee in the morning or maybe having a glass of wine or a cocktail at night, she wants to come out with me, she can. And I found this cute little harness. Oh my God, it's so cute to go on her. And that was only $1, as were these. So now she can join me. And then this woman that had the garage sale, she was into crafts. And she had this. I'm really not sure what it is, but I thought it'd be really pretty. It has a swag. It's metal. So I can put that over a, I don't know, picture or a mirror. And then I got these little, I don't know, they're almost like file cards or like little, with like a folder to hold stuff. And I got them for my bills because I just have a drawer I shove everything in, and sometimes it's just hard to find. So I'm going to get better organized as far as that goes. And then she had some really pretty material, and I just thought that was really pretty. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but it's really beautiful, actually. But I'll figure something out knowing me. But yeah, I think I did very well. Excuse me. I've got so much stuff in the air outside this time of year, up my nose. And then I forgot this. I found this, and I think this is really cute. Special moments photographs. And what's nice is I get these pictures, these school pictures of my grandchildren. And I get the 5x7s. So there you go. And I can keep them all in this book. And how sweet is that? And there's quite a few. And then underneath they have this little spot where you can write the year, the name and the year, what grade they were in. But I thought that was really, really cute to fill up and have sitting out to look at. So yeah, just a little haul. And oh, I forgot this too. I always have good luck at my local thrift store with cutting boards. I mean, look at this. It's thick. It's pretty. It was $2.99, but that is a decent price. Can never have enough of them sitting around your counter, you know, for a hot pan, hot dish, or just to do some chopping. Are you having fun? Hey, Ivy, 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 what are you doing in Mama's bag? What are you doing now? Never a dull moment. That's all I have for you as far as the haul goes. I will be taking you outside now to show you what I have accomplished so far. It's not done. I will have another, but let's show you. Okay, so there's a back entryway off my kitchen, and it leads out onto this deck area. And I put a couple coats. You can't tell by looking at it, but it was in really sad shape. And I put a couple coats of stain on it already. Mission Brown was the stain color. And I purchased it at Farm and Fleet. And I went through 3 gallons. It was thirsty. And then I told you I got this patio table, the umbrella base, and 4 chairs for $40 at a garage sale. I spray painted the chairs. It's a fuchsia color, or no, magenta. spray paint. And I'm looking for some fun cushions with maybe a little bit of yellow and pinks and greens. And then the rug is an indoor-outdoor rug that I got from Walmart. And then this I got at a garage sale last year. It was black and I painted it an ivory color, and then I kind of distressed it. But what I like about it is the top is removable, so you can store stuff in there. And then I had these chairs, and I just put, for now, I just put this little yellow cushion on them. And I gotta clean this up yet. I kind of want to paint this one pink too, but I don't know if I can do it with spray paint because this is not removable. So I need some kind of enamel, outdoor enamel paint. And I'm not sure I'm gonna find it in the pink. So that's the deck. And then I bought 4 of these metal over the deck railing flower boxes with inserts for $20 at a garage sale. So I'll have some kind of a trailing vine and annual out of those. And then the backyard, it's coming up really nice. I have hostas galore that just automatically came up on their own. So I'm happy about that. They're good for the shade. As you can see, I have an oak tree, and then I have some pines bordering the back. And then I don't know what kind of tree that is, but this gets a lot of shade. And it gets dappled sun because that is the south. So I do get south-facing full sun in this corner here all afternoon. So I planted those. A friend gave me those creeping phlox, and they're doing fine. The lilies came up on their own. They have the orange flower. It's a wild lily. And then my rock or stone wall, I've got ivy coming back on it. It was dead on the vine and it just started getting green, so that makes me happy. And I do have in there, I have some Cosmo seeds, and I do plan on planting coneflower over here and miniature hollyhocks because that will get sun. And I'll put some over here in the corner too, the dwarf hollyhocks. And I do plan on making this strip a little wider, but that was all full of leaves. I had to rake it all out of there and mulch it. What a job that was. And I got a little bird feeder. And then this goes down into the basement. And that's really nice because it's got a little shelf on the other side of that window, and I have some seedlings growing. But all this came up on its own, and I do have a daylily planted over there. And then right here along the rock, I bought some creeping red thyme, and I hope that bushes out and kind of drapes down the rock here. And then where the rain barrel is, I plan on planting English daisies that I have growing from seed. And then this all came up on its own, except I have 2, sorry about my camera, I have 2 of the coral bells because I like different shades of foliage. And then it looks like a daisy of some sort. There's something growing here on a stem. And it looks to be a perennial of some kind, so I just left it alone. And then I did plant that. I know that will spread. It's some kind of variegated plant. But yeah, I think that looks really pretty. I have forget-me-nots sprinkled in there, so that'll be pretty once they bloom. Probably not till next year. But yeah, I like it so far. Fritzy, he's annoyed because I'm outside and he's in there. So this is coming off the deck, and I found these stones or these rocks underneath the deck. So I just made a little path. And this was like I don't know, it's like pebble. Like at one time I think it was a patio. So I just put my fire pit there. And then these all came up on their own here. They're kind of flattened out because I did some watering and the hose flattened them out. But they look like this. I think they're snowdrops. I think that's what they're called. Or there's some kind of spring flower, of course. I'm not sure what they're called. But the hostas came up on their own. And I had these shovel heads. I always decorate the outside with these. I take them wherever I go. And I did have an outdoor spigot put in. There wasn't one, and they came and put that in last Saturday, so I'm very thankful for that. And here's my chimney to my fireplace inside, and that's really pretty. And I had this willow bush. It's some type of a willow. And I had it at my other house. And I dug it up and brought it here, and it's starting to perk back up, finally. I thought it was going to die. And then this is fun. I bought this at a garage sale. It is an old file cabinet, and somebody painted it like a copper spray paint, but I thought it'd be cute to open up the drawers and plant some annuals in there. I haven't planted any annuals yet because it still gets pretty cool at night. So I'm going to wait and do that probably the weekend of Memorial Day. It's pretty safe to do. That came up on its own. I think it's some type of a hydrangea bush, I'm thinking. Or one of those snowball bushes. And then that came up, and I'm not sure what that is, but I'm going to leave it alone. And then I had these grow bags. I had tons of them out behind my old house when I redid the backyard. So I brought some of them over, and I plan on planting some geraniums or something. This is dappled though, so whatever I plant in there is going to have to take a little shade. Here's another hydrangea, and I did bring this over from my other place. But yeah, I think it's cute. When I get everything planted, it's going to be pretty. This is the front of my house. And then over here, I have some peonies that came up on their own. So I had this wire fence that I bought at a garage sale, so I just kind of dug all this out around the peonies. And then I did find some brick underneath there, and I thought maybe it would go all along, but it doesn't. It stops there. But I have zinnia planted in here, and that will be really pretty. It's just full of zinnias, so that'll be full color because this is not blocked by any trees or anything, and that is south facing. It's such a beautiful yard, and it's so shady. Summer is going to be so cool. And then we come around to the front, and I have this low-lying, sprawled out evergreen of some sort, and that's all green. It's coming back. I see I have to get a few maple saplings out of there. But then this goes up to my porch, my little side porch, and it faces north. And I've got that 15-foot runner out here. It fits perfectly. And I have some hostas that came up on their own. And I have a couple pots ready to fill in a hanging pot. And I've got it decorated. This is why I don't do ferns. They're beautiful, they're full, they're lovely, but over the winter they end up looking like this. Ferns are pretty much good for one summer and then they look like this. So I just brought this out. Hopefully it'll come back to life, but they never really return to what they looked like when you first bought them. So I'm not even going to waste my money or my time this year. So I'll just put some shade-loving annuals in these pots. And this is cute because it's stone. It has the floor, and it's like a bench all the way across. So pretty. I'm so lucky to have this house. So lucky. And this door goes into the living room, and I do plan on, this is removable, and I plan on making my own screen panel to pop in there for the summer so I have more airflow. This door goes into the dining room, but it doesn't open. So I'll leave this one alone. So yeah, so pretty. And I have all my little containers full of dirt and ready to go. This is faux, of course. I bought this at a garage sale with this basket. Remember this with the little wooden feet? Love it. I also love this, and if I wanted to, I could pop a little plant in there also. It's so cute. And I'm gonna love sipping my morning coffee, or maybe even a glass of wine out here in the evening. So then we come back down, and I have Lily of the Valley, which is a very old-fashioned flower. I love it. I know that they are poisonous to animals if they try to eat, toxic, but they're beautiful. And then I'm happy to see, I had these at another place. These are blood red. It's blood red, I think they're called, or bloodroot. And it's a native wildflower to our area. And the reason they're called that is because the roots are blood red. And they have a little white flower that comes out on them. And there's something coming up. I don't know if it's berries or what, but I'm kind of excited. Or would they be a stilby? I'm not sure. Anyway, this is the north side. And is that a rose? That almost looks like a rose bush coming up. But this all came up on its own. I did transplant these ferns because I want it really full over here alongside the porch. And that's a look from this side. And these all came up on their own. And these all came up on their own. And these are transplants. And they're looking good. And then I have some more bloodroot. And then I have something here. And it has a bud. Not sure what it is, but I'm going to let it go and see what it does. Looks like I had a tulip of some kind there, but it never bloomed. I have a lily. Those will probably fill out behind the hostas here. More transplant woodland ferns or fiddle ferns. And then I have another. And look at, they're ready to bloom, see? They almost look like a May apple, but they're called bloodroot, if you want to look it up. And they're a native Wisconsin wildflower. And then I'm coming around here to the east, the backyard. And here's my rain barrel. And I have to order one of these attachments here that come into it. But I've got some perennials blooming here. And then here's the lily I planted. And then here's that creeping red thyme. So I hope that's gonna all spread out. And then I will plant my English daisies in here. And then here's another. I'm not sure what this is. If you know, let me know. And there's my little basement window. And then we come over here, and here's some more. I don't know what that is. I have violets in here. I know they take over, so I have to be careful with them. And then here are those plants. I don't know if they're a weed, but they look like a flower, like almost like a daisy of some sort. And they will have a flower head. And I have an iris tucked in here, I see. And I don't know what this plant is, see? If anybody knows what this plant is, let me know. So yeah, it's so peaceful. And I'm really excited about this oak tree. At first I didn't think it was, but look at the leaves. It's definitely an oak tree. And I'm really excited. It's like this big gnarly oak tree in my backyard. I love it. And then behind me is a funeral home, and they have some really pretty blooming shrubbery. Like there's a flowering dogwood, I think, shrub, red twig dogwood. And then that looks like a honeysuckle ready to bloom. And then there's ivy growing up over the wall, and see how it comes right back on the dead vine. So cute. I'm so excited. And if I wanted to, I could probably dig all this out and have a vegetable garden of some sort. But when I moved in, there were some raised beds along the south side of the deck. And so I have things planted. I have some thyme. I have some cherry tomato plants. I have some jalapeno plants. And I have some beefy red tomatoes. I have some cabbage planted. I do have seeds planted in here. I have all kinds of things planted. Swiss chard, spinach, and a bunch of herbs. I have a bunch of herbs in here. But yeah, it works out really well because this is south facing. So that will get full sun all afternoon. I'm just really happy with the yard and everything that's coming up, like at the base of the trees. It's just kind of neat how whoever and whenever planted things, they did a good job. So that is my little tour. I will do another one when things are in full bloom, probably midsummer. But until then, this is Paula from Paula's Wonderful Life. Thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing to my channel because I plan on doing a lot of things on here. Okay, I'm out. Have a great weekend. Bye.